Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I have been getting, I almost said a lot of requests. It was like 3 people who asked me what my favorite mascara was, and like ride or die all time, you guys know Benefit Roller Lash is my favorite, but this is not the only one I use and it is not my only mascara that I really like. It just happens to be the one I've been using the longest and the one that I'm like head over heels, nonstop, 100% in love with. Today we're going to be rounding up my top 5 mascaras that are not this one. I will talk briefly into why I like this one, but I'm going over my next 5. The 5 that I'm constantly going in between, layering with this one, trying on their own, and really just narrowing down the best mascara in my opinion. So if that's something you're into, make sure to keep on watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. I do upload 3-ish times a week, and that's going to be the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. So if you want to see what mascaras made the list joining the Benefit Roller Lash as my all-time favorite, stay tuned. So there are 5 categories when it comes to mascara, and I like to be very strict with my categories. They are length, lift, volume, curl, and drama. Now, not every mascara is one or the other, and sometimes they'll claim to be one but not actually be that. I know that makes no sense, so I'm just going to boil it down. Length is adding length to your lashes. It just makes them look longer, flutterier, wispier, just that the individual hairs are longer than they would be without said mascara. Length is for people who have like short, stubbier lashes and they want to really have that effect, that doll-like longer hair effect. That is what length is going to do. Lift is when, and I'm sure everybody here has seen somebody get a lash lift. Lift is when at the very base of the lashes, rather than having them stick out, they stick up. Lift is just going to help them to look a little bit more visible, because you can have really long lashes, but if they're going straight down, you're not going to be able to see them as much, which is the whole reason people curl their lashes. Now, there is a difference between curl and lift, and I'm going to get to that when I talk about curl, but lift is really just about the direction that your hairs are pointed from the root. Volume is going to be the amount of hair you have, or the amount of lashes you have. So if you have a higher volume mascara, it's going to make it look like there are more lashes than there are. So that's really making fibers or just having your lashes look a little bit thicker. That's what's giving you that volume effect. Curl is opposite of lift. Well, not the opposite, but they're different. Lift is going to be when the root of the hair sticks up as opposed to sticking straight or even down. Curl is, regardless of what direction the lash is like sitting, it's how it curls. So you can have lashes that stick straight down but curl up a little bit, versus if you give it a lift where it looks up and then it curls. So personally, if you have your lashes sticking straight up and curling all the way back, that's not going to look too pretty. So finding the right balance between lift and curl is very important. And the last category is going to be drama. Drama is a little bit of everything, but it's really just making your lashes look a little more va-va-voom, almost giving you that false lash effect with a little bit of length, lift, volume, and curl, but not too much of any of them. If you want nice long lashes and you don't really care about curl or lift, you want length. If you want a lot of matte lashes that look like you have a lot of lash hairs, but you don't want them to look like you have fake lashes on, that's when you'd go for more volume as opposed to drama. So now that we've gone over the categories, we're going to jump into which mascara I picked for my favorite in each category. Okay, so I am going to talk about Roller Lash first, just so you guys know why I love it so much. First, it really does hold a curl absolutely beautifully. The wand is a super thin, precise comb that you can really get into every single lash, separate them, and really like voom your lashes. I'll find that even mascaras I don't like I do not like the Better Than Sex mascara because it's super clumpy and flaky. If I was to put that on and take my roller lash and comb it through, I find that it lasts better. It is less clumpy, less flaky. It's not all the way not flaky, but it's better. So if I find like there's something that's okay but not great, I will use this to fix it no matter what. Plus I find even on its own it gives me nice lift and length and curl. So first I'm going to go is length. Length means you're adding length to your lashes, and the Monsieur Big from Lancome is going to be the best in my opinion. It does have more of that like full wand, which I find gets every single lash nice and coated. This is considered to be a volumizing mascara. I'm not going to say it doesn't provide volume because it does, but I find in addition to that volume, it really makes sure that every single hair is just long and lustrous and really just gives you that oomph that you don't really get from a lot of mascaras. For lift, that is where you're gonna really get your lashes, not just like curled, but really like elevated and raised, if you will. This is gonna be the High Def Mascara from Beauty For Real. This is the one that I think actually has the most unique wand out of all of them because it is tiny. This wand is absolutely minuscule, but it's hollow on the inside, so it holds a lot of product. With this, I find I don't even need to dunk back in for a second or third go. So this is actually the one I used today paired with the volume we're gonna get to later. But because the hairs are so tiny, you can really get into every single lash, get to the root of every lash, and really make sure that the mascara is on the entire lash. The benefit of that is it's going to lift your lashes. It's gonna almost, if you've seen lash lifts, basically what it's doing is some people's lashes go like this, and sometimes when you curl them, it'll curl the ends. A lift will literally just help them all to kind of stand right up, which I find the Beauty For Real one does beautifully. For volume, I'm gonna have to go with the Laura Mercier Caviar Volume. This really does help to fill in your lashes and make it just look like there's more of them, which is what volume does. The thing that I really like about this is it has a helix-shaped wand, so the hairs are curved. So when I go in and I start to pull it up, because of the curve of the lash, some people just aren't as coordinated. Like I know personally, if I try and put on my mascara and blink my eye and twist the brush, I'm gonna end up wearing mascara all over my eyes. So having a brush like this that allows me to make the work of adding that coat so much easier without me ruining it. And that's something a lot of people have commented on. My friend Liz was here the other day and I was doing my makeup with her, and the way she does her mascara, her eyes are like, she will curl and curl as she moves through while she blinks and closes her eyes. And the fact that she doesn't get mascara all over her eyes when she's putting it on, like I would totally ruin it. I really need to like go in slow, and I like more of a wiggling motion. This wand really helps to get every single hair coated and really does fill in the lashes to make them feel fuller, which is volume. For curl, this is actually the Dior HD Pump and Volume from Dior. It has a squishy little piece right here for you to like warm up the product, and then you pull it out and it has spiky combs. I find that this actually really helps because of the shape to curl the lash and hold that curl. It is technically considered to be a volume and drama mascara. However, for me personally, I think it adds just the right amount of curl, that because it has that really nice, it is a very firm wand, but because the little teeth on it are so spiky, you can really like get in between and really get that curl shape to your lashes. And the last category is volume. For that, I picked the Legendary Lashes Volume 2 from Charlotte Tilbury. This has, again, one of those fuller wands, and I just find that on its own, like this is the mascara I used today, and I took a little bit of the Beauty For Real through this one, because again, I do like to layer mascaras depending on what I'm looking for. But what this one does is it adds a little bit of volume, a little bit of drama, a little bit of length, some lift, some curl. They all do a little bit here and there. The one issue I have with this one is it does tend, when I put it on by itself, I'll notice like little flakes of mascara, not transferring, not falling onto my eyes, but I'll notice like, you know how sometimes on the tip of your lashes, there'll be like a little piece of mascara that you don't love? That's why I take this through, because I find that it really helps to kind of get rid of those little flakies. But if I'm just looking for like a one and done mascara that adds some volume without being gross and flaky and crumbly, it is this one. Now, again, Benefit Roller Lash is still going to be my favorite, but if I had to look at my like next 5 for every category, these are the 5 that would make the list. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, give it a thumbs up, and let me know your thoughts down below. What are some of your favorite ride or die mascaras? Thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.